less Native American than the average European American. Yeah. The DNA test is useless to determine tribal citizenship. According to Cherokee Nation Secretary of State Chuck Holston Jr., said using a DNA test to claim to any connection to the Cherokee Nation or any tribe nation, even vaguely, is inappropriate and wrong. A DNA test is useless to determine tribal citizenship using a DNA test to lay claim to any connection to Cherokee Nation. Any tribal nation. You've heard it here. Meanwhile, the Boston Globe editorial board, interesting enough, signaled Warren has now become too divisive to run for president in 2020. I could have told you that. Divisive? This yeah. Oh, Hillary's got to be less divisive than Susan Warren. You know better. Same kilt. While Warren is an effective and impactful senator with an important voice nationally, she has become a divisive figure, says the editorial. This is the Boston Globe I'm referring to. A unifying voice is what the country needs now after the polarizing politics of Donald Trump. I've said all along, and I will say this repeatedly, if you're a Democrat, you can't be going AWOL like this and putting people like Susan Warren in there to exploit that of African American. Well, she said that she's black or she's Native American or whatever it is. It's offensive, highly offensive to try to capitalize on that. Oh, I'm Cherokee Nation. Yeah, you definitely Pocahontas. I mean, where do these people cook up these ideas? It's just, it's definitely not good PR. But now she's damage control, PR spin, and if there's any way that she might be able to repair, that's what she's tried, repair mode. She's going to try to repair her image, try to have some type of speech that's going to be coming up. So just stay tuned because that's what's inevitable. This is what the experts are saying. This is what the pundits are saying, that there's going to be an announcement apologizing, and she'll say something to the degree that she had always felt a connection to these wonderful people, spiritually speaking, and that she thought there was so much more in the stories that she heard and her heritage, and she just believed that there was much more there, but she probably meant no harm whatsoever to hurt the people, the poor Native Indians. But, it'll have to be something very heartfelt, something backroom, and something's going to be promised to I'm telling you, these Indians, they're how much money? I mean, something's going to be paid off, something they need, something they want, zoning, whatever it might be, promises something for them to accept her apology, because she definitely wants to run for prez in 2020. There's no doubt about it. He wants to run. I'd say run, because to me, that's a humdinger right there. Whether she gets the nominee, well, that's another story. If Hillary's to help, she'll run. No doubt about it. I have no question in my brain whatsoever whether Hillary, she'll run. And people would vote. Hillary would get more votes than Susan Warren. But there's still time, folks. There's still time. I definitely do not want to see either of them in the White House. I need to make that abundantly clear. I personally don't. They just don't share my ideals, values that I hold and cherish near and dear. They definitely come from a different side of the tracks. You could say they're just not my kind of peeps. Now, I've never had a beer with one of them. I have no idea, outside of politics, only, glimpses and things. Because, some of these people, they don't appear real. You just get pieces and sound bites, but you're not hanging out with them. It doesn't really give you a good portrait. I remember H.W. when they said that he was out of touch with everyday Americans because he didn't know what a scanner was in the grocery store because he didn't do his own shopping. Now, that sounds pretty darn elite, but can you imagine? I can't relate, and I guess you can be so busy with your career and with politics and with family and different things like that, but you don't even know what a scanner is. And you know, he had to overcome that. And it was a little tough. But he says, you know, my main priorities are running the country and what's best for our country. And, you know, you have to deflect it. And there's so many politicians that are so good at spinning it and deflecting it. And that's pretty much what you got to do. You got to be like a fighter. And today, man, it's brutal. It's always been brutal. I mean, people say, oh, you know, politics is terrible. It's bad. It's a blood sport. It's always been a blood sport. However, the tactics that were used with Donald Trump, this is just first of its kind. Nobody had seen breaking each contender on the stage and having a nickname for each and every one of them, and then whooping each and every one of them, wiping the floor up with each. I mean, man, Donald Trump trumped him. No pun intended. Not at all. I assure you. I have friends that are pun masters, but you know where I'm coming from. Anyways, folks, yeah, we are definitely hoping that we can get a much better selection in the White House. From, you know, the libs, you know, if the tables were turned and have somebody that actually has a moral conscience, somebody that's not trying to recreate the moral landscape of our country. There's a lot of these Dems are trying to social experiment with every single thing, and it's ridiculous. And that, again, could take up hours and hours of valuable talk show space, but we got to take a break and we got to run some commercials. By the way, if you enjoy the broadcast For the People with Keith Allen, you can email us on our website at forthepeopleshow.com. forthepeopleshow.com. You can find us on Facebook at For the People Show or on Twitter, hashtag Talk to Keith Allen. Stick around. We'll be back coast to coast with more For the People.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
For the People, making a difference with each and every broadcast. Our common sense, straightforward approach is what you can count on, along with keeping America strong and prosperous for every American. For the People's mission is to inform and engage its listeners to get involved. If you believe in us, will you help support our endeavors on the air? For the People is listener supported, and because of that, we cannot be controlled by the Velvet Hammer. To make a contribution or to become a monthly subscriber, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Thanks for your support.
For the people is there.
It was a huge pill to swallow. Being told that you'd never breathe on your own, be able to walk on your own, or being able to feed myself on my own completely changes you. You have to realize who the new you is while living with the limitations that you have on a day-to-day basis. I was sitting on the couch contemplating, is my life really worth it? Wounded Warrior Project showed me that I am worth it. My first event was a soldier ride in Seattle, and I got to ride 50 miles on a hand cycle that I borrowed from them at zero cost to me. All I had to do was show up. I'm so thankful that Wounded Warrior Project was there to help me. Being able to open up and not having to re-explain everything that's going on in your life because they get it. I know of no other veterans organization that has been able to help me get to where I am now. Where I started off barely being able to move my arms to now being able to walk without holding on to anything. I am living proof.
Go to IamLivingProof, WWP.org.
For the people is there.
Your American heritage. Guadalcanal. In the storied history of the Marine Corps, few words have more impact than Guadalcanal. The Marines landed there on August 7, 1943. But on August 9th, the Japanese knocked out 3 American cruisers. The Marines were stuck with no naval or air support. After 6 months of utter carnage, the Marines were victorious, and the battle was commemorated on the shoulder patch of the 1st Marine Division, the numeral 1, with the word Guadalcanal spelled out vertically on the number. Guadalcanal, an unforgettable chapter in our military history. This has been Don Keyes with a Semper Fi to the core on your American heritage.
Remembering your American heritage each For the People broadcast and at forthepeopleshow.com and on our radio affiliates coast to coast. Get ready, get set for 123 Ready TV, the brand new app that everyone's talking about for your PC or Android device that allows you access to most every movie or TV show ever made. Sound incredible? Well, it is, because once you pay $19.99, that's all you pay. Just the movies and TV shows you like without the hassle. The internet streams everything already. What 123 Ready does is it finds them, then delivers them directly to you, commercial-free. There's nothing quite like it, and it's available now at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And before you buy 123 Ready TV, watch the video and see how simple it is to start watching all those movies and TV shows. If you like movies and TV shows, but don't enjoy paying for all of them, no problem. Just pay $19.99 and start enjoying countless titles and entertaining TV better than anyone. Get your 123 Ready TV for $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page. Christmas is in the air, and to celebrate the most wonderful time of the year, For the People has a gift idea to put under your tree. For the People's red, white, and blue coffee mug is the perfect gift to enjoy your hot beverage in. Our logo and For the People name are englazed stunningly on both sides. Make your holiday bright this year with your very own for just $20 plus shipping and handling. Get your For the People coffee mug just in time for Christmas at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. For the People, making a difference with each and every broadcast. Our common sense, straightforward approach is what you can count on, along with keeping America strong and prosperous for every American. For the People's mission is to inform and engage its listeners to get involved. If you believe in us, will you help support our endeavors on the air? For the People is listener supported, and because of that, we cannot be controlled by the Velvet Hammer. To make a contribution or to become a monthly subscriber, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Thanks for your support. And welcome back to For the People. I am Keith Allen. So glad that you tuned in. And our website, forthepeopleshow.com. Our podcast available 24 hours a day, by the way, 7 days a week. So if you ever want to catch a rebroadcast, you can do that. Or on the station's website, where you're listening right now, they probably have the same thing as well. A lot of stations do. All right, there's a professor. And you want to probably just kind of say, can you believe it? What an idiot. What an ass clown. We're talking about Eric Sprankle. Who's Eric Sprankle? Eric Sprankle, ladies and gentlemen, is an associate professor. A professor, mind you, of clinical psychology and sexuality studies at Minnesota State University. And he tweeted that he wasn't quite sure if the Virgin Mary had given consent when an angel came down from the heavens. No consent to being impregnated with baby Jesus. His final synopsis was unethical abuse of power. I don't make this stuff up, folks. Eric Sprankle. You got to look him up. You got to send him an email. If anybody deserved an email, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, one of those emails. Ladies and gentlemen, and plenty of people did, that if you believe in the gospel in Luke, it clearly says that Mary consented to God's plan for the virgin to be impregnated with baby Jesus. But if you don't believe in the Bible, you don't believe